Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Maeve, and this is the second video in my tutorial series. And we're not using any face cam today. I just wanted to jump right back into the next topic, which is going to be all about the library and the gallery. So we've talked about the user interface, and actually I'm still recording this on the same day that I recorded the last tutorial video, so we're picking up right where I left off. So we went over saving to my library, or at least I showed you where this button is and kind of what it does. So this is the lot that we've had open, and you can see it looks just like when you're looking at homes on the gallery. You've got all your information here, and you can edit it. You can put how many bedrooms and bathrooms. This is entered manually. The game does not automatically recognize that for you. See the lot value, the lot type. You can enter a description. You can make it say, whatever you want. And so from here, you can also change the name of the build, which, I already showed you in the last video how you can change the name from the build interface, but you can also change it here. And so then you can save it to your library. This is the button you would use to share your lot to the gallery. I don't really want to share this particular lot to the gallery because it's not anything special. But you can go ahead and save it to your library, and it just automatically saves. Then of course you get your notification here about it. Then if you go to the gallery, it opens to your library, and here are all the other things that I have saved. Some of these I built, some of these I just saved from the gallery, and other people built them. You can see at the top of each one it shows who actually built it, and here's the lot that we just saved, and here's that's what I entered there. This is what I entered here. And so then I could also share my lot to the gallery from here also if I wanted to, but I'm not going to. In fact, I'm going to delete it from my library. That's what this button does. And if you're connected to Twitter, you can also do that, but you have to have it shared to the gallery, and this is not. So I'm going to go ahead and delete that. Anyway, from here, so like I said, this is my library. These are all the things that I have saved, that either I built or that I saved from the gallery. I can actually search within my library because, there's just so many things here, and a lot of people have way more than this saved, and we're actually only looking at my lots that I have saved. If I click all, you'll see I actually have quite a bit of other stuff saved here as well. You can also see that I've saved some CC-free gallery art, and we're going to talk about that. But yeah, so you can filter your library. So if you click on Maxis, you'll just get the builds that came with the base game and with your expansion or your DLC content. If I click mine, you're gonna see only the stuff that I've created. If I click others, I'm only gonna see the things that were created by other users that I saved off of the gallery. If I can sort by whatever's the most popular or whatever's the newest, and I can do the newest of my own stuff or the newest of other people's stuff or the newest of all of it. And likewise, I can do the most popular things that I've made versus the most popular things that others have made. Then you can also sort by category, so you can look at just Sims, or you can look at just lots, or you can look at just rooms. And so the CC gallery art, CC free gallery art is going to be under rooms usually, and there's a lot of other uses for rooms that we're going to go over also. And then you have advanced, so we can include custom content or we cannot. I don't really use custom content, so for me it doesn't matter if I click this box or not, I'm going to get the same stuff. And then you can also sort by packs, like which packs are used in the build, but I actually don't recommend this. I don't feel like it makes it any easier, because basically when I click which packs I want to use, it's going to show me everything. Like if I go to base game only, it's going to show me like only what uses the base game. And so, you know, that's fine, right? Like these are all base game only homes. They don't use anything other than what's in the base game. And for that, I think this filter is really great to be able to filter by which packs. But if I choose, you know, base game, seasons, get famous, discover university, the more of these I choose, the more muddy it gets. And, you know, eventually I get to the point where, you know, see, look, this is outdoor retreat, but I don't have outdoor retreat selected, but it's showing me a build that uses items that are in outdoor retreat. So that makes this filter not really useful. Same for eco lifestyle. Oh yeah, I did check eco lifestyle. Sorry. But see, look how many packs this uses. I didn't have all of these selected, but it came up anyway because it uses, you know, at least something from some of these other packs. And so, you know, it decided to show it to me anyway. So I don't really suggest that you search by packs if you're trying to only get builds that include those packs, but it is helpful if you're looking for base game only builds. Honestly, that's really all it's good for. And then we've got, I feel like I skipped some stuff. You know, we've got lot size that we can search by. So if you know what lot you're building on, but you don't really know what you're going to put on that lot, then this is really useful. Then you've got, you know, by price, if you've got a budget in mind, if your sim only has a certain value that they can spend, then that comes in really handy. And you've also got lot types, which, you know, that's going to come in handy for you also if you're looking for a particular type of build. Then you can also come over here and you can search by item name, hashtag, or EAID. So item name is basically the name of the lot. So if I type in abandoned home, then I'm going to get anything that says abandoned home in the title. Or if I put in tutor, I'm going to get anything that says tutor in the title here. So these are the lot names at the bottom, and the creator names at the top. So like this tutor bungalow is an EA build, and that's why there's no name at the top here. And Winter Wolf created this abandoned tutor home, which I renovated, and it's not here because I think I named it something else. And then you have the family that lives in that home, and then my version of that family also, which happens to be the same. I don't know why. Or you could put, let's try family home. And so then you get a couple of family homes, or abandoned. And I get all these that say abandoned in the title. So that's what item name does. Don't get confused and think that it's like a build by item that was used in the home, because that's not the case, and that used to really confuse me. So then for hashtag, we could put, what are some popular hashtags, like Fix Me Lil Simsy, that's pretty popular. And so then you can see I've downloaded a lot of these homes that use this hashtag. Or what's another, like 100 baby, but I don't, yeah, that's not gonna bring anything up because I never do that challenge. Let's try in the gallery. So if I put hashtag new crest, then I'm gonna get all these homes where someone used that hashtag Newcrest in their description. So that's what the hashtag does. And then if I go to EA account ID, I could type in like Nard Villain, which is my friend Gennard. And so, you know, this is one of his sims and these are some of his builds, and he's done a shell challenge, so that's what this is. And I could also put in 31 Winter Wolf. Okay, so this is my friend Winter Wolf. You'll see these are some of her builds. She has some rooms that she's uploaded and some full-on builds that she's created, and here's a sim of hers. So basically this is your search bar, and then this is your filter. So you know, you choose what you want to search, and then you type in your search criteria, and then over here are all of your filter options that you'll choose. And then of course it works exactly the same in your library. So you choose what you want to search by, and then you enter your search criteria here, and then over here is where you'll decide how you want to filter those results. And just remember that like this is your library, so these are the things that you have saved to your library, and you can delete things from your library anytime you want, and then you can add things to your library from the gallery, but this is your library and no one else really has access to what's in your library. It's kind of private. On the gallery is where you're gonna find things that anyone has created, including yourself. And then if you want to add something to your library, you'll just click this button. You can also favorite the lot, which is basically like you're liking that person's lot. And then there's a report button and, you know, share lot to Twitter. And then this button is the one that you would click to place the lot somewhere, and you still have that place lot button here on your library entries as well. So just remember, like, this is your private library and the gallery is public. So like this would be my gallery page. So these are items from my library that I have uploaded to the gallery to be public. So there's your private library, your public gallery page, and then the full public gallery. Anyway, that's your library and the gallery and kind of how all of this stuff works. I hope I'm not leaving anything out. If you have any questions that weren't answered in this video, just go ahead and ask those questions in the comments, and you might want to check the comments first to see if anyone else has already asked that question and it's already been answered. But if you don't see the answer to your question there and you didn't find it anywhere in this video, just comment and I'll be happy to answer any of your questions. I'm trying to be concise, and at the same time I'm also trying to make sure that I cover everything that you're going to want to know. So if I left anything out, please just let me know in the comments and I'll answer any questions that you have. But yeah, that's the library and the gallery and just kind of how all of that works. Alright, so the next thing that I want to talk about is some other uses for the gallery other than just finding households and lots and rooms, because of course you can take different rooms and put them together. Like look at these two that Winter Wolf created. So this is a living room and this is a kitchen. So like I could click this and I could place room, and let's just put it right there. All right, so now we can go ahead and place this this room, and we could put it like, well, let's just put it right there for now. So it's telling me that she used items that I don't have in my game, basically. But we can just, let's rotate it like this way, and we can put that there. And so now we have these two rooms adjacent to each other, and we can just stick a little door in there, a little archway like right there. And so you could build your whole house like this, and if we don't want those doors there, we'll just get rid of them, no big deal. Another cool thing that I didn't know about, see, here's some items that were just automatically deleted when I placed the build. Probably because I don't have move objects on yet, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about move objects cheats in a future video. Anyway, that's how you would use these pre-made rooms from the gallery, is that you just place them on your lot and move them around and fit them together like little puzzle pieces until you have a house that you like. And this is really great for people who don't necessarily feel like they're talented at creating shells or even at creating houses. Like maybe you're not a builder really, and you just want to play your game in a cool house, but you still want to customize it a little bit. Then that way you don't have to search the gallery for the number of bedrooms that you need. You can just look at bedrooms and put however many you need on the lot, and you can put them wherever you want and create the layout that you want. And it makes it a lot quicker and easier for someone who's like not necessarily a builder. So we've talked about how to search for households and lots and rooms, but I want to go over a few other uses for the gallery. So the first thing you might want to try is going to item name and then entering art. And then you're going to want to sort by rooms. And it's going to bring up, of course you're going to get like rooms for artistic sims, but you're also going to get like these little, basically it's just a wall with some art on it. And you're going to think that this is custom content, but it's actually not. These are paintings that people used their sims to paint. So you have to have the legacy edition of the game in order to create these paintings, but you don't have to have the legacy edition of the game in order to download them and use them from the gallery. So if you're not really happy with your wall art options in the build by menu, try going to the gallery and typing in art under item name and then filtering by rooms, and you're gonna find these paintings that people who do have the legacy edition of the game have created. So this is a great way to find some beautiful artwork that's gonna be a lot more refined compared to what you can find in the build by mode. And it's also, you're gonna find so much more variety as well. So I highly recommend, if you don't use the gallery for anything else, you're gonna want to use it to find art. Now another thing that you're gonna want to try is searching for like debug, and you're probably gonna have to scroll down, but if you are willing to like comb through some of your results, you're gonna find some pretty useful stuff. So like this is a room that someone created, and then they filled it with kitchen clutter from the debug menu so that you don't have to scroll all the way through your catalog looking for this stuff, and you won't have to enter any cheats, I think, in order to use it either. And let's just try this to make sure. Alright, so yeah, most of it's here. I think it might have deleted a few items from packs that I don't own, but other than that, like this is just a bunch of kitchen clutter that someone pulled from the debug menu and stuck in a room so that now we can just pick up these items and just put them in our build without having to type in the cheats and scroll through the debug menu trying to find these items. So that's one really useful thing that you can also use the gallery for, that's not just like looking for sims or looking for houses or looking for rooms to build your home with. You can also maybe try clutter. because most of what we use the debug menu for is clutter. And so see, this is debug kitchen clutter. That's the room that we just placed. Here's another one, debug art clutter. We have paper clutter, which what does that even mean? So like, I guess books and notebooks and, envelopes and stuff like that. We have garage clutter, which is very useful. I'm surprised this doesn't have the rake in it because I always use the rake. And then another thing that you might want to look into on the gallery is under item name, you could put something like tool. Okay, and so for instance, here we have lights that would usually hang from the ceiling, and someone rotated them so that like this is a ceiling lamp, but this person flipped it upside down and now it's a table lamp instead. Same for this. This was a ceiling lamp, now it's coming up from the floor, so it's like a standing floor lamp, and these also would normally be hanging from the ceiling. Or if I type in tool without the periods in between the letters, then like look at this. We have all these ottomans and this little stack of pillows, and someone went ahead and rotated those. So now you can use these as throw pillows like on your couch and stuff in your builds. And let me just show you. So like I'll place this right here. All right, so now that we've placed this, I can pick up one of these items and I can move it over here into the build and Control 9 to raise it. And maybe I want to make it smaller, so I'll just hit that bracket key one time and then press Alt so that I can freely move it instead of it like snapping to the grid. And then, I'll just put it maybe like right here. And so now I have like this cute little round pillow that's just like sitting on my couch. So what else can we find that uses the tool mod? See, someone took these windows and rotated them using tool so that now you could just place this on your lot, and then you would delete these walls. Go ahead and delete this floor too, and then you could just build something kind of like this. And so, let's just, whoops. And then you could do like a little door here or whatever. This doesn't look amazing, but so now you can have like this sort of greenhouse right here. This would count as outdoors and this would be indoors, but you could have a little enclosed gardening area that's surrounded by windows, and it's a round shape, which is really cool. So if you watch a lot of YouTube and you watch a lot of YouTube builders, and especially if you watch a lot of YouTube tutorials on how to build in The Sims 4, a lot of these creators are going to have on their own gallery page rooms where they've already rotated items using tool. So if using the tool mod intimidates you, or I know that we haven't done our tool tutorial yet on this channel, but I am going to. I'm going to cover all the cheats and all the mods that I use, but we're just getting started here with the interface and the gallery and stuff like that. But I just want you to be creative with what you're searching for on the gallery, because there's so many useful things that you might not think of. It's more than just, downloading houses and Sims from the gallery. There's so much more that you can do. So get creative and let me know what you find. If there's something really cool that you found on the gallery, or something really cool that you made that you've uploaded to the gallery, let me know. Say something in the comments, post a link, and let me know what you've got. I'm sure that other people will also benefit from that. All right, so another thing that you might want to look for is like shutters. Here we go. So these are like paintings that someone made to look like window shutters. So I could just place this here on my lot, And so here are the paintings, and I could just take these and put them, this doesn't really have any like traditional windows in it, but let's just say we'll put one here, and then we'll put another one here, and then like the window. Sorry, I just want to make sure that's over the kitchen sink. So then we could just press the Alt key and move these in a little bit and try and line them up just right. And see, now our window has these little shutters. Or you could just ditch the window altogether and have like, you know, closed shutters on the outside of your house. The only thing is you don't have a window on the inside, so this is basically like a faux shutter. Another thing that you could search for is backsplash for your kitchen, you know? So like Eva Rotke has some of these, but like we could just place this on our lot here, and so let's just say you have a countertop and it's like this or whatever, right? So now we can take these paintings and we just line them up here, and they tessellate, so you can put them, you know, as many as you need. It does take a little finessing to get them placed exactly right. But, you know, we just maybe like that. I think this one is a little bit high. We'll just move that down one. And then if I wanted to add more, I would just delete all of this and then grab it from the gallery again and place it again. And that way I could put 3 more of these, and I would just keep on doing that. But they layer with these cabinets really nicely. So, you know, we would have that, and of course you can see that this one here, you know, I need another one of these on this side, but you know, this is a really nice backsplash, and that way you're not limited to just you know, whatever is available for your wallpapers, and that way you're not just limited to just wallpapers. You can put these paintings in instead. And I also like that this covers up like the back of the counter where it touches the wall, because I don't always necessarily want that there. So that's another cool thing too that you can find on the gallery, is some backsplashes. And just real quick, I also want to show you that this stuff is still functional. So if I come over here and sit here, so you are going to notice that the sim is like clipping into these pillows, because the game is not really recognizing that these items are there. So if that's gonna bug you, I recommend not doing this, or like having your sim sit somewhere else on the couch. Just make sure that you leave some open space for them to use it. Also, these counters are still fully functional. So if I take this fridge and I put it over here and have my sim cook like a fruit salad, single serving. So he's gonna come over here and he's gonna get that out of the fridge, and he's gonna prepare it right here on this counter. So, you know, this backsplash is not interfering with anything. And so this counter is still fully functional, even with that backsplash that we put there. Anyway, that's going to be it from me for today. If you found this video helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you would hit the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I'm going to get into some more tutorials very soon. The next one is going to be about all of the build cheats that I commonly use, and I think the next one after that we're going to go over some mods, and I also need to go over camera tools, especially cinematic camera mode, which which is what I use to do all of my fly-throughs or my tours of my completed builds. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that, I think. But anyway, leave me some love in the comments. Let me know if you have any questions and I'd be happy to answer them. And until next time, I hope that you'll be kind to yourself and be kind to others, and always remember to stay hydrated. And I'll see you next time.